Cyberpunk 2077, the long-awaited gem of CD Projekt Red. It promised a glimpse of the future. It promised non-stop action and a world full of immersion. People criticized this game to hell when it came out, but also they had a wonderful time too.
Thought Cyberpunk 77 was pretty good. Oh my god, my plant's completely dead.
That doesn't make a lot of sense, but also does. Let me explain. I first played this game just as it came out, but was I disappointed? I mean, knowing that I played it over 100 hours kinda reveals the answer. I love this game. And for a while I couldn't really point out the reason. I mean, yeah, I agree about the parts that everybody agrees on, but there was just something more to it. Before I come to that though, I want to talk about the other stuff, which makes this game oh so wonderful. First of all, the atmosphere. The biggest thing that makes or breaks a game for me is the atmosphere. Whether I am being chased down by an alien or hunting down psychopaths, it's no fun if the world of the game feels fake. It's a weird thing to say about games, I know, but to me, games are like movies that you can interact. And the best games are the ones that make you feel there. You know, there. I love being immersed in the world of a game and sometimes play them just for that. If there's any reason why I enjoyed walking and driving around the nice city, it was the atmosphere. You feel the laziness and the purposelessness, you feel the gutting feeling when something is wrong, and you definitely feel the rush of excitement when something grand happens. But it's not just the big things. I know the marketing showed the game like you could do everything, and it was disappointing to find out that you kinda couldn't. But the small details all spread around the game, even in the sections which has no part in the story, are full of life and has some sort of purpose in this world. I'm an artist, and I know that a concept artist has worked for years to make these stuff, and seeing them in the game really makes me happy. There's another thing that keeps me very excited though, and that is the music of Cyberpunk 2077. If there's anything that this game left in my memory, it's the soundtrack. It just hits every single satisfaction note in my brain. You pull a gun on some thugs, moving stealthily and killing enemies one by one, just traveling around the nice city in your last model metal bucket. The music and the atmosphere just goes hand in hand like childhood buddies. Whenever I would go attack some wanted individuals, the music would start and I would kill every single person and would end up looking for more. The music feels raw, violent, and metallic, and it makes you feel like one hungry piece of unstoppable killing machine. It also what makes the emotional scenes so emotional. It's the thing that lets you feel the tension. It's the thing that makes you aware of every changing emotion a character in front of you feels. Let me show you.
You know, you never did say who sent you. Never did say who you're working for.
Dexter Deshawn. That's who.
Dexter Deshawn. The lord ass who punching animal fucked half of Pacifica? And he ain't dead?
No, he's alive, well, and kicking.
You know, you never did say who sent you. Never did say who you're working for.
Dexter Deshawn. That's who.
Dexter Deshawn. The lord ass who punching animal fucked half of Pacifica? And he ain't dead?
No, he's alive, well, and kicking.
The music and the atmosphere really ties up everything in this game, especially the story. That's the next thing, by the way. If there's anything that makes this game the thing it is, it's the story. And not just a 20-hour journey that feels like a 5-star movie. I mean the little details, the untold stuff that just lets you see the world for what it is. Every single corner, every single conversation, and every single NPC, well, every non-automatically generated NPC,
Piss off, slacker!
tells a small story. Someone can open the game without knowing anything about it, and know what kind of place they're in and what could happen there. And for the main story, well, I already said it. From the introduction to the end of the game, you know that this is a movie disguised as an open-world looter-shooter FPS RPG game. I was kinda upset about this the first time I played the game, but I truly believe that this game's story wouldn't be as shocking and thrilling as it is if it wasn't like this. It is obvious that the movie-like aspect of the game limits you in some ways. Like, if you need to complete a mission, your abilities can dictate how it will end in some way, but the consequences of your actions are quite hidden and often can't be seen in the overworld. And the balance between the abilities concerning the story seems a bit unbalanced. You can do a lot with intelligence, but I don't remember body being that of an important stat story-wise. I can get caught up in the atmosphere, get lost in the music and enjoy every second of the story, but those are not the things that make this game special for me. There's a side mission and it put the whole game in a unique place for me, so if you're planning to play the game, skip here to avoid spoilers. In one of the missions, you help the superstar singer Lizzy Wizzy for some detective work. After some progression, we meet her again, a corpse beside her feet. This moment right here. The moment of inspiration. In any literature, movie or video game, it never made me feel like this. I have never seen it this subtle and this powerful. Again, I'm an artist. I would never consider myself a professional, but I've been drawing my whole life. And I know that the moments of true inspiration are special. Feeling it in a game, let alone showing it accurately, seems just impossible to me. Yet this game did it. That's it. That's what makes this game so special to me. The characters we meet along the road, their ambitions, their feelings and their struggles, all of them feel real. I freaking love Vic. Always felt safe near River, and Panam, she's neat too. Enough about the positive stuff though. I didn't have the world's biggest expectations from this game, yet there was still some stuff that annoyed me the whole playthrough. Why do we have a thing called street cred? At first I was excited when it leveled up and it felt like it has some purpose. But you know what it does? It lets you buy upgrades and guns. That's it. Apparently there's no difference between a level 1 newbie merc and a level 50 nice city legend. Not a single reaction changes depending on your street cred, and it is so easy to level it to the max. Just like how easy this game is after the first 20 hours. I don't know man, when you first open up the game enemies hurt you and stealth feels rewarding, but after a while you just start to one-shot everything with a half-decent build. All that time you spent making the deadliest character feels like a waste. There is around 10 gangs and you can't join none of them, even though the trailer implied that we could. The driving feels weird. I almost always use the motorcycles because it was just so easy to maneuver with them compared to cars. I think none of these things make the game unplayable, just a bit annoying sometimes. But that's it, a playable action movie in the disguise of a game. How is it all things considered? It's just fun. That's the biggest thing that kept me in the game. So many times I opened up a game, played it for an hour and felt like it just didn't have anything to offer. Bad atmosphere, music I will never remember, and plastic characters with fake emotions and ambitions. To me, Cyberpunk was a breath of fresh air among the mountains of dead games I tried before. I have a bad habit though, I don't really finish games. I didn't finish Cyberpunk 2 when I first played it. I did finish it the second time I played it though. If it seems interesting enough, go buy it, I'm quite sure you won't regret it. But yeah, this is kinda why people love but also criticize this game a lot. But oops, would you look at that! I actually finished this video a year ago, but just as I finished it, Cyberpunk Edge Runners came out. So I will quickly talk about that too. Edge Runners is probably one of the best series I ever watched. If you or someone else wants to get into the world of Cyberpunk 2077, I think the best way to start will be watching the anime first. I watched it at one sitting and it was absolutely amazing. It shows how the nice city works and what the life of a mercenary will look like there. And the general concept of cyberpsychosis was portrayed very well. The thing that I loved the most was hearing the music that was already used in the game. I listened to the tracks in the game many times and man, I Really Want to Stay at Your House used to be my comfort song and now I just get sad. But yeah, watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners, you won't regret it. This is the end of the video. Would appreciate it if you liked the video and see you next time.